Our award-winning news team, Lynn Brooks, Philip Coleman, weather with Richard Scott, and sports with Gary Harris.
Thank you for joining us tonight. The University of Alabama has appointed a new president. Dr. Guy Bailey has been chosen as president of the University of Alabama.
Dr. Bailey is a Montgomery native and currently the president of Texas Tech University, where he has served since 2008. WVUA's Jennifer Edwards has the details in tonight's top story.
In an unanimous vote by the university's System Board of Trustees, two-time Alabama graduate Dr. Guy Bailey was appointed the University of Alabama's new president.
I want to tell you how pleased I am to be here at a time when I think the institution is just, it's hard to imagine this institution having done better. And I think I can speak for all the alums everywhere. Thank you for everything you've done for the University of Alabama. My commitment to you is that we'll continue that in the future.
As for the future, Dr. Bailey says he plans to continue what Chancellor Robert Witt began nearly a decade ago.
I want the institution to continue to become an institution of choice around the country. I want it to be student-focused, and I want to see our faculty be successful. I don't have any success independent of our student body and our faculty, and if they're successful, then I'm successful. But all of my success is invested in them.
Speaking of success, Dr. Bailey says Alabama's successful athletic program is an asset in recruiting students.
Academically, it'll help you recruit the best students in the country. There's no question about it. If you have a successful athletic, and successful is a key word there, and I'm not sure how you get more successful than 4 national championships and almost a 5th, really. You had a tremendous year, and that's a tremendous aid in recruiting. The visibility you get through athletics you can't buy.
Something else that's a factor in recruiting students is tuition cost.
Remember that you not only teach students and you receive money for that, but you run a wide range of business enterprises. You feed people, you house people. There are a whole set of auxiliary enterprises on campus. Using those auxiliary enterprises as ways to support your academic mission is very important. There's some streams that you want to make sure you've used every stream of revenue possible before you ask for tuition.
Dr. Bailey will actually take over as president in early September. Reporting at the University of Alabama, Jennifer Edwards, WVUA News.
And the chair of the search committee says Dr. Bailey's goals made him stand out from the other candidates. She also says Bailey reminded trustees of Chancellor Robert Witt through their similar recent accomplishments. Chancellor Witt was president of the university until he was recently selected as the chancellor of the entire U of A system. And Dr. Bailey already has an accomplished tenure at Texas Tech.
And leaders from the university say he was very successful. When he started in Lubbock, university officials say growth was his primary concern. Texas Tech now has around 32,000 students. This is comparable to Dr. Robert Witt's efforts in the past decade at the University of Alabama. Enrollment, however, was only a small part of Bailey's plan to elevate Tech to National Research University status. And officials say Dr. Bailey's best attribute is his ability to run the business aspect of a university.
So the fact that there are other fine institutions, institutions that are actually more highly ranked than we are in the national pecking order, the fact that they've all been reading Dr. Bailey's business plan and talking about it and thinking about ways to adopt some of the approaches says a lot about his vision, and I think the proof is in the pudding.
Bailey told WVUA he plans to move to Tuscaloosa in the beginning of September. And now here's a closer look at Dr. Bailey's professional background. Bailey took over as president at Texas Tech in 2008. From 2006 to 2008, he was chancellor of University of Missouri, Kansas City. 1999 to 2005, Bailey was provost and executive vice president at the University of Texas at San Antonio. He has also served at the University of Nevada, the University of Memphis, Oklahoma State, Texas A&M, and Emory University. According to Texas Tech University, prior to serving as an administrator, Dr. Bailey taught at Texas A&M and Emory Universities. He is also the author of around 100 books and articles.
In other news, the Tuscaloosa trolley may be making a stop near you. The Transit Authority has proposed some changes to their local bus routes. These proposed routes were reviewed at the Tuscaloosa County Commission meeting today. One route will add 6 new stops to the existing 18-stop route through the community of Holt. The other route, named Phase 2, will run through the west side of Tuscaloosa and make stops at Unity Baptist Church, King Acres, Palmore Park, and places along Highway 11. Commissioner Reginald Murray told us he supports this idea.
We have handicapped people that live in homes, group homes across from Palmore Park, and they're in need of transportation service to get to and from their jobs because they are working on a day-to-day basis.
And officials also tell us that this Phase 2 route will run along Culver Road also and 52nd Street and will be scheduled to run every hour on the hour if it's approved. The Bryant Museum says it is running out of space to put all those trophies, and they have made a video to prove it.
We have that video. Take a look. That was Jack Blankenship. You may remember him from his famous Face. The video was made by the University of Alabama's production house. Taylor Watson, Bryant Museum's curator, says the video is meant to shine light on a very good problem to have.
It was kind of to make fun of ourselves, a little tongue-in-cheek, but we really do have a lot of trophies. The Alabama football history is amazing. The tradition is just out there. And as you can see here, we're cleaning some trophies, and they're just everywhere. So it's like, well, let's make a little fun of that.
Trophies everywhere, and you can go see all those trophies at the Bryant Museum. They're open every day from 9 until 4. To get information, you can call the Bryant Museum. Their number is 205-348-4668.